storage infrastructure management challenges, storage management examples. We are going to see storage infrastructure management challenges. Monitoring and managing today's complex storage infrastructure is challenging. This is due to the heterogeneity of storage arrays, networks, servers, databases, and applications in the environment. For example, heterogeneous storage arrays vary in their capacity, performance, protection, and architecture. An environment with multiple tools make understanding the overall status of the environment challenging because the tools may not be interoperable. Ideally, management tools should correlate information from all components in one space. Such tools provides an end-to-end view of the environment and a quicker root cause analysis for faster resolution to alert. Storage management example. We have 3 examples: storage allocation to new server host, file system space management, chargeback management. Then storage allocation to your new server host. Consider the deployment of a new RDBMS server to existing non-virtualized storage environment. First, the administrator needs to install and configure the HBAs and device drivers on the server before it is physically connected to the SAN. Optionally, multipathing software can be installed on the server, which might require additional configuration. Further, storage array port should be connected to the SAN. We have a diagrammatic representation of this with servers, SAN, and storage arrays where we go for this. Next, as the next step, the administrator needs to perform zoning of the SAN switches to allow the new server access to the storage array ports through the HBAs. To ensure redundant paths between the server and the storage array, the HBA of the new server should be connected to different switches and zoned with different array paths. Further, the administrator needs to configure LUNs on the array and assign these LUNs to the storage array front-end ports. In addition, LUN masking configuration is performed on the storage array, which restricts access to LUNs by a specific server. The server then discovers the LUN assigning to it by either a bus rescan process or sometimes through a server reboot. A volume on a manager may be used to configure the logic volumes and file systems on the host. The number of logic volumes or file systems to be created depend on how a database or an application is expected to use the storage. The administrator's task also includes installation of a database or an application on the logical volumes or file systems that were created. The last step is to make the database or application capable of using file system space. The figure has activities performed on the server, SAN, and storage array for the allocation of a storage of new server. The server then discovers the LUNs assigned to it. In a virtualized environment, provisioning storage to a virtualized machine that runs an RDBMS requires different administrative tasks. Similar to a non-virtualized environment, a physical connection must be established between physical server which hosts the virtual machines and the storage array through the SAN. At the SAN level, vSAN can be configured to transfer data between physical server and the storage array. The vSAN isolates this storage traffic from any other traffic in the SAN. Further, the administrator can configure zoning with the vSAN. At the storage side, administrators need to create thin LUNs from the shared storage pool and assign these thin LUNs to the storage array front-end ports. Similar to the physical environment, LUN masking needs to be carried out on the storage array. At the physical server side, the hypervisor discovers the assigned LUNs. The hypervisor creates a logical volume and file system to store and manage virtual machine files. Then the administrator creates a virtual machine and installs the OS and RDBMS on the virtual machine. While creating the virtual machine, the hypervisor creates a virtual disk file and other virtual machine files in the hypervisor file system. Alternatively, the hypervisor enables virtual provisioning to create a thin virtual disk and assigns it to the virtual machine. Hypervisor usually have native multipathing capabilities. Optionally, a third-party multipathing software may be installed on the hypervisor.